Unification fight against a huge name opponent at the Royal Albert Hall. This is what boxing's all about, isn't it, Lauren?
Yeah, definitely. You know, when I turned over as Olympic champion, I wanted to be involved in massive fights like this. It's a fight that excites me, and what better, venue to do it at Royal Albert Hall. I've been there today, first time I've been there, and it's pretty special. So I'm looking forward to walking out, March the 7th, and hearing that noise, and getting in that ring, and hearing our first bell, and I'm excited.
And does it make it a little bit extra special? We've obviously heard today that Karis has got a huge fight on the card as well against Raven Chapman.
Yeah.
Does that add just a little bit extra to this fight for you as well?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it's a great fight. A fight that I think they'll gel nicely. I believe Karis comes out on top. And the whole undercard, there's great talent on it. You got Caroline, you got Cindy making her professional debut as well, and whoever else is added on it. So it should be, a fantastic night of female boxing of the highest level.
And when you boxed on that O2 card a couple of years ago, did you sort of think the next time there is one of these, I'm going to be topping the bill there? Is that something that you ever imagined back then?
I mean, if I'm honest, no, but now it's come around, I appreciate it more. And I think, looking at it, it's on International Women's Day, and looking back on how far we've come, don't get me wrong, there's still more to go, but I think we've come, a really, really massive way in boxing, and I'm just glad everyone's supporting it.
And I'm curious as to, you say there's more to go for women's boxing. Where do you see it going next? We've seen such incredible growth over the last few years. Where do you see as that next level for the women's sport?
I think probably, more opportunities, the money's out in Saudi and stuff like that. I don't know, it's an odd one, but I don't just mean, in boxing, I mean in, as you can put it, in the world, people say like a man's sport or a man's job. I think it's proven that, if you work hard enough and if you want to do something, then you can achieve it, whether you want to become a mechanic, a surveyor, whatever you want to be. If you're, people are throwing around, oh, it's a man's job, but if that's what you want to do, then you can do it, you can achieve anything.
And do you think boxing's been a little bit ahead of the game in terms of growing the women's sport into something that people of all genders and backgrounds love to watch? I mean, obviously you've got experience of women's football as a professional as well, but do you think boxing has led the way in terms of most boxing fans just watch everything?
Yeah, I think you're probably right. And when you look at it, right, I don't think, this card is special, an all-female card, definitely there is, and there's great fights on it. But even when you look at myself in Cardiff last year, headlining, and then, the undercard, the boys, the Welsh lads had their night to shine on that. I don't think we look at it like that, if I'm honest. I think it's just, you look at it as, it's a great card, it's a great fight. It doesn't matter whether you're male or female.
And you touched there, obviously you're very proud to be Welsh, proud to be a Welsh fighter. I'm wondering, I think it's incredible Wales has produced so many unbelievable fighters. For such a small country in terms of landmass, you've got some of the greats of the game that have come from there, including yourself. I just wondered, why do you think Wales produces so many high-level boxers?
Must be the valleys in it, running up the mountains. I don't know. Like I said, we've had some greats over the years. Joe Calzaghe, the one for me. I don't think he gets enough recognition, but I bang on about me being Welsh, but I'm also British. I'm proud to be British. Going to the Olympics and representing Great Britain is the proudest moment of my career, and it will always be.
Where does this rank, walking out at the Royal Albert Hall? You put the gold medal at the top, but where's this going to rank on fight night, do you think?
It'll be close to it, definitely.
And is the plan for you, obviously you can see there's the 3 major sanctioning body belts as well as your ring title on the line as well. Is the plan here, if you are to win, is undisputed what you're looking at next? Yeah,
definitely. I plan on, that's the aim, that's the goal, that's the dream. I believe I'm the best at 147. Looking at my career overall, I want to become a multi-weight world champion, and there's massive fights out there for me. But right now, I'm happy at 147, and I plan on cleaning up the division.
And do you feel, watching them speak up there, do you think that Natasha and Joe as well are being a little bit dismissive of you? Obviously, you came out with your comments about how you're younger, stronger, faster. They seem to be leaning back on that experience and obviously everything that they've been through and done together. Do you think they are being a little bit dismissive of what you bring to the table?
No, definitely. They know what's in front of them. Tasha didn't want this fight. It's not been easy to make, even though we're both with Boxer and Sky. It's been hard work, not on my end, but I'm glad it's here. And yeah, I don't buy into any of that. They know what they're going into.
What do you think they were thinking watching your knockout win just before Christmas?
I mean, I suppose, you know, they won't look into that too much. It is what it is, isn't it? At the end of the day, you know, they've got I'm planning on training for the best Natasha Jonas. They'll do the same thing, have a good camp, and I wish her the best, but I believe I'm the best in all areas.
And if you win the fight in March and you're stood there with all the belts, does the process start again? I've heard you say before that you're always knocking on Ben Shalom's door to try and get back to Wales, back to Cardiff. Does that process start over again if you win in March?
Not if. When I win, yeah,
when
100%. I'm going back to Wales in my next fight.
That 100% locked in. That's where you're headed.
Yeah.
Fantastic. One thing I wanted to ask about one of your Boxer stable mates. There's a huge fight that's just been announced. Chris Eubank Jr. taking on Conor Benn. It's another fight like you and Tasha that the whole boxing world seems to be talking about. I just wanted to get your impressions of that one and maybe even a prediction as well.
I mean, yeah, it's finally here. Obviously, what happened before, I don't really want to comment on. But, you know, if they're both, I suppose, in the sport and doing right by the sport, it's a great fight. If I had to pick a winner, I'm going to go with Eubank.
And just one more from the world of boxing that I'm really interested to get your opinion on. Tyson Fury, is he really retired or is this just a negotiating tactic for Joshua?
I don't know, you never know with him, do you? But he's had an amazing career. What he's done for, British boxing, world boxing, he's a legend of the game. And, if he does, then I wish him the best. But like I said, I think everyone wants to see that AJ Fury fight.
And just finally, I mean, you've hinted at it just now, but I just want to get your prediction for what's going to happen. Royal Albert Hall, you and Natasha Jonas, how does that one end?
Lauren Price, gets her hand raised and is taking them belts back to Wales.
Great stuff. Thank you, Lauren, and best of luck for the fight.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.